Welcome back. So this is our final video in the direct editing learning phase. And in this case, we are going to be working on the exercise direct editing. So we'll be manipulating several faces on this object here. Let's go ahead and get started by clicking on this to make a copy of our document. So for step 2, we do want to click on move face. And we are going to be selecting the faces that we want to move, which is these two right here. And we're going to create a rotation. So now we do have to select the axis that we're rotating about, which is this one. So now we have a direction, a vector. So we need a degree of 10. And just to show you the dramatic change, 90. This is how we're manipulating the object. So I'm going to go ahead and click 10 and hit the check mark. Now keep in mind that we can't see our changes by clicking back and going forward. In step 3, we're going to decrease the size of this pocket. So let's go ahead and use the move face. We create the selection. And we are selecting a pocket. So we'll change this to pocket. And here is our item. We add the selection, close this tab, and notice we can even change the direction of how we're going to manipulate this object. So we're going to make this, for step 4, we are changing the size. So let's make sure it says offset blind, and the value is 0.5. So notice the size is this pocket is decreasing. So we can actually reverse this to increase it, but we're going to decrease. And we hit the check mark. And once again, there's our change. Now for step 5, we're going to lift up the face of this object. So let's go ahead and click on extrude. So I'm going to zoom out. So I click on extrude. I want to click on add. And I select the object that I'm moving. And in this situation, I want to move it up to the vertex. So instead of blind, let's click on up to vertex. And we're selecting this point here. So notice we are casting, we are showing how our face is going to be lifted. And we click the check mark. Once again, we go back and forward, and there's our change. For step 6, we're going to be using the replace face feature. So let's go ahead and click on this, and we select this face, and we're going to replace the height of this with this piece right here. So we're going to click on this face now, and notice we are increasing the size of this face right here. So I'm going back, I go forward. Now for step 7, we're doing the same act, but now we're going to the back. So we're going to replace the face. I click on this face and I replace it with this section right here. So let's see that change real quick. Go back and forward. And there it is. Now for step 8, we are bringing out this face to match this area here. I'm a bit confused about the direct selection, but it works. So let's go ahead and move our view. And we're using, once again, move face. So I click on move face. Face to import. We want this piece right here. And we are using the translate feature. And the direction is going to be this piece right here. So you want to click on this little edge. All right. So now end type, it's up to entity. So let's click on this blind, up to entity. And we're selecting this face right here. Notice we're bringing out the face. And once again, I am confused about this edge of the import, but it works. All right, so there you go. Now that face is flush with this previous face that we had here. All right, now for step 8, we are going to be changing the size of these fillets or fillets. So I'm going to right click on here. If you have a Chromebook, you might want to click with 2 fingers. I'm moving to select, create selection. And in this case, I'm clicking on fillets. So I'm going to click on just this fillet right here. And then we're automatically selecting all the other fillets because we have the fillet selected to match anything else that is equal to that radius. So if we click on anything equal or smaller, or equal and larger, we can manipulate the other items. But we want to just click on equal radius and we add the selection. And now let's close this. All right, now for step 10, we click on modify fillet. So here it is, modify fillet. And we're going to change this value, change radius to 0.25. And we hit the check mark. So now if we zoom in, notice that our size of the fillet has just changed. It is less rounded. Now for step 11, we're going to be filling in some of our holes. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to click on delete face. So here's delete face. And now I want to create selection. And in this case, I want to select on hole. So here are the holes that we're manipulating. Here's one of them, and the other one is here. All right. Be careful not to select the entire face. Make sure you just select the two holes highlighted here and here. Now for step 12, we also want to import these two other holes here, and we want to fill those in. So I'm going to click this here and click this other one here, and we add the selection. All right, so now we want to make sure we're on heel. Let's go ahead and close this tool right here. Now in this area, we do want to hit the check mark, and there it is. We filled it in. So for your last slide, you do want to check your work. So you're going to go ahead and click on part and then select mass properties and go ahead and check if you are correct in what you did. Thank you for watching.